So working as a physical therapist aide for the past year and a half now, the biggest thing that I noticed with physical therapists that actually is holding them back from losing fat is not that they're not on a strict enough diet. It's not that they keep accepting those snacks from coworkers. It's not about not going to the gym enough or just not being disciplined after you come home from work, knowing all the times you buy snacks and junk food. No, the main issue is stress. Most men in healthcare in general, especially if you're single, it's tough for you. You're working 8, 10, maybe even 12-hour shifts, especially if you're a physical therapist, probably around 8 to 10-hour shifts. And the whole day, you're burnt out with patients. You're on 1 to 2 coffees, barely any food. You're waking up at like 5, 6, 7 a.m. just to get to work. And then you're barely even having a real meal. Either you're having snacks from coworkers, and in your lunch break, you're going to the break room, or you're not going outside. You're staying inside the building for the whole 8, 10, or 12 hours, whatever time shift you work. So now, after being burnt out the whole day, barely having any food or having food, but you're inside the whole time, when you come home, now you're hungry, you don't want to cook, and it's easy to make the excuse to not want to go to the gym, to not want to cook. So now your mind easily accepts just having junk food, having takeout, and having all this stuff. Now, I could tell you could just be more disciplined. You could stop making the excuses and start going to the gym more, just start doing more cardio and just cook something. But the thing is, you would have already done that by now. That is not the fix. For men in healthcare who are especially just stressed, they need to fix the stress before they get home. And the first way to do that is using your lunch breaks to get out of the office. Don't stay in the office, have lunch breaks. I see this with every single healthcare provider or physical therapist. They go to the break room, or they go to like some little tiny room. Maybe they have a bigger room, but they go into their office or some room to have lunch, but they're still inside the building. The same building that they're working with patients, that they're stressed out in. And now they're trying to have lunch in that same building, in that same environment. Your body is not going to be turning that food into energy. Your body is going to turn that food into fat because it's still in that stressful state, because you're still in that stressful environment. So what is the fix? Go outside for lunch. Walk for 10 to 15 minutes. Have some fruit. Have some water. Hydrate before you even put anything in your mouth, and just get outside. Get some sunlight so your body actually gets the signal. Okay, it's time to relax. I'm getting a little bit hot, but the second thing is literally just hydrating more. Throughout the day, physical therapists, or even just men in healthcare, they're barely drinking any water. They might have like 1 to 2 bottles, and both of them are like 24 ounces. So you're drinking about 40 to 50 ounces of water. You're supposed to be drinking 100. So the best fix for this is literally just having the water bottle near you and getting a bigger water bottle size. Instead of buying a 24-ounce water bottle and keeping both of them around you, just buy a big 64-ounce water bottle. You get literally half of how much water you need easily. So just get a bigger water bottle. Make sure the water bottle is near you throughout the day so you're actually properly hydrating. This will do so much more for your energy than any amount of coffee. But don't forget to put sea salt and some lemon juice in your water, because if you're drinking filtered water, which almost everyone is, it is not actually hydrating you, because when you filter out the water, you're also taking out the minerals that actually hydrate your body. So you need to put something to replace it. Even though it seems like a little and unnecessary step, it will make a big difference in your energy within a few weeks. Now, the third and most important thing is having food ready before you even open the door. Now, the best way to do this is buying an Instant Pot, especially if you're someone who is single. There's no way you're going to have a meal ready for you unless you have a frozen meal. And let's be real, if you don't have a meal ready for you, you're just going to go to takeout or fast food. So now, what does this actually look like? 1 to 2 minutes every morning or the night prior. Water, rice, lentils, sweet potato, whatever you like the most. Close the lid, turn on keep warm so that all the steam stays nice and fresh and all the food is nice and fresh and warm. And now when you come home, you have a nice warm meal ready for you every single day. You don't have to worry about any cooking. All you have to do is just 1 to 2 minutes of work every single morning. And it makes it so much easier to have real healthy foods that actually still taste good, because who doesn't like sweet potato, to be honest? Obviously, it's not going to taste as best as fast food or anything. But if your goal is to really try to lose the fat, diet is 80% of it. So if you can make eating healthier foods easier than buying takeout and buying the snacks, this will make the most amount of difference than any discipline, any cardio, or even any strict gym plan. Now, I've literally been doing this with my physical therapist, and within a few weeks, he lost 10 pounds. He started seeing his abs when a few weeks prior, he still felt tight in his gut. His gut was hanging a little bit. He felt tight in his scrubs. And now after just a few weeks, he started seeing his top 2 abs. And the only switch he made, literally just using his lunch breaks to go on a walk, go for a breather, decompress, and relax. Started cooking more at home. But the thing is, again, if you don't want to cook, just use the Instant Pot. And the third thing, literally hydrating more. I told him to get the 64 fluid ounce of water. He started putting a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of lemon juice. He started even adding some clove. Do whatever you want, but just make sure you're getting your water in, and getting a bigger bottle makes it so much easier. Now, if you're someone in healthcare who wants help to implement these systems into your schedule so that you can actually feel looser in your scrubs, better energy, better in your body, and better when the summer comes around, you can just DM me on Instagram, and I hope you implement this into your schedule so that you don't have to do endless cardio, strict diet plans, or even strict gym plans that you know is going to be way too hard to stick to.